All right, today we're going to talk about how to check whether a triangle is a right triangle. So the converse of the Pythagorean theorem is how we do that. So we're going to use the same equation. We'll be using it for a couple more weeks also. But a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And this time they're going to give us all three lengths and we'll plug them in. If it ends up being a true statement, it's a right triangle. If it's a false statement, it's not a right triangle. So that's what we're going to be working on today. So go ahead and pause and write this sentence down, and then you can continue. So here's our first example, and the really important part here is to always identify C. C is, if they give you a list and not a picture, it's the largest number. If they give you a picture, it's still the largest number, but it's also across from your 90-degree angle. Okay, so I'm going to start with my a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And then I like to go from least to greatest when I'm given all three. So we'll do 9 squared plus 40 squared equals 41 squared. Okay, 9 squared is 81. This is 1600. 41 squared is 1681. And you do need to type that in. And you should know how to type that in by now. If I add these together, it would be 1681 on both sides. This is a true statement, which means my final answer, none of this is my answer. This is all my scratch work. Although you do need to show your work, this is not your answer. Your answer is yes, it is a right triangle. Okay, this sentence right here is your answer. All right, so let's try another. Again, first thing you want to do is identify your hypotenuse. So in this case, it'd be 24. It's the biggest number. So I'm going to start with my equation. And then I'm going to do 12 squared plus 18 squared equals 24 squared. So this is going to be 144. 18 squared is 324. And then 24 squared is 576. And if I add those together, I get 468, which is not equal, so we put a slash through, 576. This is a false statement. But again, none of this is your answer. Your final answer is no, it is not a right triangle. Okay, this is your answer. Sometimes they'll give you a list, and when you are given a list, the biggest number is your C. So don't just put them in order. This has to be C. So when you start with your formula, you have 28 over here, and then you put 20 and 21 and over here. So you'd have 400 plus 441 equals 28 squared is 784. So when you add those together, you get 841. That is not equal to 784. So no, these would not be a right triangle. Okay, that's how you check. All right, even though these are decimals, it's still going to work the same way. So this is my very biggest number. So again, start with your formula. You plug all three in. So 0.75 squared, 1 squared, and 1.25 squared. So then plus 1 equals 1.25 squared is 1.5625. And I'm not going to round. I'm going to write the whole thing out because we don't want any rounding error. So it looks like it's the same on both sides. So yes, it is a right triangle. Okay. Your assignment for today is a worksheet, so raise your hand and show the sub your notes, and they will give that to you.